Pre-existing conditions. This is a nasty term, and I think we've all heard it in different contexts. Most recently, probably in mass media and through word of mouth, you've heard of pre-existing conditions as a way insurance companies deny people's claims, right? They say that before you purchased the insurance, you had cancer, or you had hypertension, or diabetes, and that led to your recent hospitalization or the recent increase in your medical bills. So the insurance company says, oh no, I didn't know you had all these pre-existing conditions. I didn't know you had diabetes. And as such, I'm going to deny your claim because you should have listed those conditions on your health insurance coverage request. Well, unlike Unlike in personal health insurance, where insurance companies can do that and have the right to do so, workers' comp insurance is very different. In work comp insurance, the the employer has to presume that every single injury is a compensable injury, is an acceptable injury, right? So um, employers assume that every injury is acceptable. Right? And if every injury is acceptable, then it's up to the insurance company to prove that your injury is not acceptable. So this does happen. I'm not going to say that in workers' comp there's no such thing as pre-existing conditions denials, right? A lot of times, here's what'll happen. You'll have an employee, and I know I use this example a lot, but I'm going to continue to use it. He is working, you know what, let's say he's working at a fast food restaurant, right? And we have a grill here. Maybe he's grilling some burgers on this grill. He just has patties here. He's grilling burgers. He might be working at In-N-Out. We never know. And while grilling burgers, he slips on the floor and falls. Let's say he slips on the floor, he falls, and he hurts his low back. All right. He goes and tells his supervisor about this injury, and the supervisor sends him to the local industrial clinic. Right. So this is called industrial clinic. Right? It could just be across the street. It's just one of those urgent care centers. And at the industrial clinic, the doctor takes an MRI. MRI of the low back. He does an MRI of the low back. And on the MRI, it says that this guy has, or this employee has scoliosis. Right? He has scoliosis. That means that's a curvature of the spine. That's something that occurs through to people naturally, and it's a pre-existing condition. And we all know that this employee, or it's obvious that the employee had scoliosis before he ever started working at this fast food joint. So the employer then reads this MRI report as well and says, oh no, you have scoliosis, we're going to deny your low back injury, right? Even though you fell, we're going to deny it because you have scoliosis and that's why you're having low back pain right now. Well, in workers' comp, that's unacceptable. Remember, in workers' compensation, as long as work contributes just 1% to an injury, 1% to an injury, then that injury is acceptable and the employer has to pay for 100% of this employee's medical care. Now later on, there's ways to limit the disability benefits owed to the employee by apportionment. It's called apportionment, that we deal with that a lot later. We'll have a discussion about that later. But just remember that as long as work contributed 1% to the injury, or 1% to the pain or the symptoms the employee is having, then that injury, those symptoms are work related. All right, just because you had a pre-existing condition does not mean work did not contribute to your injury. Yeah, so what he had the scoliosis. Well, the scoliosis may be 90% of the injury, but that fall that he had at work, the fall when he tripped and fell at work causing the sharp pain, that's work related, and because that's work related, now the employer has to cure or at least give treatment to the employee to help the employee and cure the employee of the work related injury.